Yo, what's up, guys? Happy Saturday. Welcome back to the High School Creations YouTube channel. Another random live. Are they random if they happen twice in a row? Maybe. I'm going to consider this one random. Hope everybody's had a great week. There's been a lot of reveals from Hasbro this week, as well as some other toy companies. Maybe we'll talk about that tonight. Maybe we won't. But I thought I'd get together and get with you guys again for another week, but this time talk more about dioramas, taking it back to what this show really is about, or this channel really is about, and that's dioramas. Create. If I can talk this evening, creating dioramas, tools for dioramas, techniques, inspiration, motivation, references, all that stuff. Similar to last week, I have this wheel decide of topics, very much diorama centric this time. Again, credit to Yoko and Mario for coming up with this great idea. I think it's awesome because it keeps you on your toes, what we could be talking about next. But let's see who's all here tonight. This was kind of a late breaking, hey, let's do this thing. Not really promoting it. But let's see who's all in here. What's up, Star Marvel? Dart G, what's going on? Glad you guys can make it. Thank you to those that have shared over on Instagram. Again, tonight's just going to be about dioramas. And I did throw in a few fun things like random topics from the chat, which would be you guys, and then some fun stuff like maybe a game or opening up something. So we'll keep it interesting. Anyway, so how's everybody doing? Yo, what's up? Science News and Reviews in the house. What's going on? We'll talk about you in a minute and talk about your diorama because it is getting very, very close. Every time I come out here, I look at it and I'm like 96, 97%. And this is last 3% to get this out. And, for 3%, it's a lot of stuff to still do, which is interesting. But it's all those small things, right? I've left this diorama up now for 3 or 4 weeks. Now I come out here and I look at it, take some steps back, take some steps forward, look at it from different angles, just to make sure I've captured everything that I want to capture for you. So it's interesting when you got one this big because it's really hard to see everything all at once. You really have to just get different perspectives on it. And I'm actually looking at it right now as I'm talking to you. And it's interesting. It's a big build. It's fun. How about this? Let me take these shades off so I can actually see what you guys are talking about because I'm blind as hell. Oh snap! Yeah, there's another one. There is another one. Yeah, this is another live stream. Nick Fury, what's going on? That's a new name. Hannibal Beast 13, what's going on? Astonishing News and Reviews, good to see you. Yeah, dude, get excited. Like I said, every time I come out and look at it, like I'm amazed by, like people will come in for random stuff like pest control will come out and they'll do the house and they'll do the garage. They come out here and every time they come and they spray, they talk about it and they tell other people about it. And it's so interesting. Like that's just one example of like people who come in randomly and see this thing. They're like, what, this is crazy thing. You made this. It's awesome. Yo, Bearded Builds in the house. What's going on? 796 Studios. What's up, dude? Star Marvel. I think I said hey, but yeah, let's talk about the wheel. So let me share my screen real quick. Oh, I need to set the mood. Come on, I like setting the mood. Let me get some music up in here. You guys let me know if this is too loud. Yeah, let's talk about the wheel side. Let me share the screen. I'll show you the topic. What you got in store for you guys, or what I got in store for you guys tonight, for some diorama related conversation, diorama talk, if you will. Righto. So let me just show you the list of things here. So we have favorite artist, future builds, favorite tool, most used tool, inspiration, motivation, influences, references, new techniques. Let's play a game. Thought I'd throw something fun in there. Open something. I do have some stuff to open tonight. I'll show you guys in a minute. What's next? It's very vague, but you guys know for a while I've been hinting at doing something taking stuff to the next level. So maybe I'll talk about a little bit about that tonight, and then random topic from the live. That's you guys. So should keep you guys hopefully interesting. It'll keep me talking, and then we'll get into that here shortly. But until then, you guys got me. So I'll go through some comments, chop it up with you guys for a little bit, and yo, what's up, Kev? Toying around in the house. Yeah, so interesting week this week. My day job's pretty busy. This Monday started out crazy. And then, we ended the week with this Hurricane Ivan that swept across Florida, devastated Florida, came across Florida, cut through Orlando, back into the Atlantic, and then left hook into South Carolina, which is, right above Georgia and Florida, and then hit Charleston, actually hit Georgetown, which is, about 30, 40 minutes north of Charleston, as a Category 1. And for a little bit there was, they were talking about it building back up and all the storm surge, the news hypes it up, right? And we ended up staying, and it wasn't that bad, but, especially, when you got kids and stuff, you want to play it safe. So was a little nervous, but I was telling Kev this earlier. We get to decorate for Halloween twice this year. We decorated early because the kids were so excited about it. We decorated like 2 weeks ago. Then had to bring all this stuff in, right? I didn't want to be that neighbor where, we got to go collect from their yard. So I brought everything back in. So we get to redecorate tomorrow. Yay, right? Anyway, so yeah, ended up everybody's safe. Looks like people, close to the coast got, some flooding and stuff like that. But no flooding here. Even during like 2 or 3 years ago, we had that 1,000-year flood. We got no flooding, at least in my subdivisions. So feel pretty good about it now. A flooded Dio in the future, maybe. Who knows? Somebody has hit me up repeatedly asking for some like dystopian. Maybe it's not dystopian, but it's like a future like apocalyptic world where like the vegetation and wildlife is taken back over cities and stuff. Some stuff like that I think would be really cool. But to do that, I got a lot of work ahead of me. I got to get out, but it'd be fun to do something like that. Yeah, the wheel, Kev, the wheel is genius. I think we're talking about the wheel decide. Credit to Yoko for that. But I think it's very cool, and it's an interesting flow to conversation. So once we get through all these, hellos and what's up and how's your week, we'll get into the topics. Yo, figure fanatic, what's going on? I am legend style. Yeah, that's exactly like kind of the things I'm thinking about. Yeah, it'd be very cool to do that. And I've talked about this on a couple of lives before. Maybe stepping out of the 1/12 scale and doing something a little smaller, I think would be more fun, because I really want to capture, not just a half a building or a quarter building, like, multiple buildings. And I can't do that 1/12 scale. So I'd really have to shrink it down. So it'd be really cool to step out of the 1/12 scale and do something like that. Oh, yeah. The new lens. I don't know if I got a new lens. This is the same lens. And as you just say that, now I'm getting all choppy and stuff. But same lens I've been using, the Zeiss 35 mil. Yeah, it would be really, really cool in like smaller scale stuff. I think it'd be really cool to get entire like cityscape or something like skyline, or something with smaller buildings. I think it'd be really cool to do. Yeah, so exactly, like there's this I've talked about this before, and I actually wanted to build in it. Like I'm a Godzilla fan, a King Kong fan, and it'd be awesome to get in that kind of scale. And that's the scale I think I would want to build in, because it sort of serves multiple purposes, right? I can fit that kind of scene that I want to make, and then I can even photo it, right? I find it very hard to photo these days, like with real big cities, because you can't with 1/12 scale. It's to get that entire city view, it's very, very hard, right? You can't. It's almost impossible unless you're doing like movies and stuff. I don't know. Yo, Yoko, what's up? I must have said your name like 3 times because I was crediting. I can't even talk tonight. I gave you credit for the wheel. Again, we had the wheel of topics coming up for tonight. So thank you for coming and hanging out. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and get into the topics. Let's start the show. I don't think I have any announcements for the channel that I can recall. So if I do, we'll talk about it another live stream tonight. Let's focus on dioramas. Let's get into it. Let's get into the show. And let's let this wheel decide what we talk about tonight. Yeah, the train dial stuff would be dope. Yeah. All right, let's do it. Let's get to this wheel. Let's make sure you guys can see it here. Here we go. Here is the wheel. Let's get Mario off the screen. Where's my wheel? Let's make this a little bigger. All right, first topic tonight. Let's go ahead and figure out what we're going to talk about here. Oh, almost forgot. Influences. Oh man, this is a good topic actually. This is a banger to start out with too, because this one I could go on and on forever about. Influences. Dio 4, just going on, man. Random live and Dio talk. Sweet, yeah, exactly. So, influences. I think there's definitely a number of influences, and and I can almost go into influences for almost so many different topics, but I think I'm going to try to stick to just like an overall influence in how I create, because this could definitely be a broad conversation. And you guys jump in here too. Go ahead and list out all your influences. I'll hit those up and show them on the screen too. But I'm going to talk about my influence for a minute. Love to hear about your influences. So when I think of influences, I think what influences me in how I create dioramas. And to start off with, I got to go back to YouTube. And I've talked to Mario about this a little bit, or actually a lot, actually. And some of the first influences to get into dioramas. And the first person I'm going to talk about here is I won't talk about all people, but this is one person I want to call out. And I hope to maybe one day be able to bring on the High School Creations channel and actually interview them. We'll see if that happens. But Black Magic Craft, he is a tabletop gamer creator, and most of the starting of any diorama that I can remember, very first dioramas started with watching what he was doing and taking his techniques, his mixtures of like washes, or like he does a lot of scrap builds, and I applied them to the dioramas as I was learning, right, as I was developing my own skill. And a lot of the where I came from and how I make things, and my early methodology to how I did things came from him. He was a big influencer to what I did, and credit him. I'm a still big fan of his channel. Actually, for some reason, I wasn't following him on Instagram until a few weeks ago, but I'm now following him on Instagram. But go check him out, Black Magic Craft on YouTube. He's been around for a while. I think he's a Canadian, actually. And he's got a dope channel. It's very well produced, but he goes back a long time, and he shows you how to build stuff. It is in a smaller scale, but a lot of the techniques can be applied to any scale, really. So go check him out. He was a big influencer. Another one I want to call out is, he's in the chat tonight, Mario 796 Studios. I think I mentioned this last week, actually. I remember this from the first times I talked to Mario, and I was like, dude, what can't you do, right? He does photos, he poses, he makes dioramas, videos. Like, dude all around is a huge influence on a lot of things that I want to be. I've not been able to really touch photography or videography like he does, but I aspire to, and he's always a constant influence. And I talk to him, actually, whenever I need some inspiration or influence on a diorama, I always hit him up. And then other influences that aren't people, right? You guys know this. I talked about it. If I'm going down the street, like I look at other architecture. I look at real scenery. I take pictures, and that's what influences me. I want to recreate the things that I see in the scale that I want action figures and take photos, right? And maybe that's more inspiration than influence, but for some reason, like I could be not in the mood to build, I'll drive down the road and see something really cool, and I'll get like this huge, just like pull, and I call it influence to start building this strange building that I just saw. So, just driving down the road, I'll get influences, but I think those are some of the biggest ones, right? YouTubers have really, for me, just being able to go see people create and see how they create is such a huge thing. Love to hear what you guys talk about. Let's scroll back here. We got some new people in the house. Yo, what's up, Toy Amigos? Thank you for joining. Mint Collectibles has really influenced me in his statue review that I want to recreate in 1/12 scale. Yeah, dude, I can see that. I remember when you were doing a lot of recreation of statues, but using your action figures. It's dope. For Yoko, bearded is her influence. BBC created cyberpunk floors I wanted to do. Nice. Influences, Black Magic Craft. There we go. Luke, Abandoned Miniatures. Boom. Lawless Studios. Boom. Studio G. Don't know who they are. Ray Studios. Go check out some of these. I'm sure if Mario finds these guys as huge influencers, you builders, go check them out as well. I'll leave that up for a minute. The hat is looking sharp. Hey, it's clean. It's crisp. Monkey King. Oilers Workshop. Definitely. Actually, I forgot to mention him. Big influence, right? I mean, he's always he's always creating something that's hyper real, right? And that's the kind of area I'm trying to build in and aspire to really be really good in. And he's always killing it. So definitely a huge influence. Black Magic Oilers, of course, high school. Yeah. Mario, definitely. There we go. Call him out, guys. You need to go build, dude. You should be showing off some of the stuff you're working on. Wait, what? That must be to the bearded conversation or bearded comment. He has not influenced me to eat cornflakes, that's for sure. You sure? See, Goosey. Oh my goodness, dude. The way he builds his like scaffolding and metalwork and stuff like that. I mean, his stuff is really good looking, and a lot of it's sci-fi, like machinery, industrial, but it always has a hyper real look to it. Yeah, that guy is a beast. Josh Green. Yes, Josh Green is good. All right. That was a good topic. Let's spin again. Let's see what else is out there. Oh yeah, dude. Oh, sorry. Mr. C 50/50. If you guys aren't following him, you go follow him because his brickwork and stonework is crazy. He does a lot of gladiator type. To me, they remind me of gladiator type builds, like Roman Empire, old stone type stuff. It's really cool. Go check him out. All right. Next topic. Oh boy, favorite tool. Yo, what's up, Cap Lives? Favorite tool. You guys got any guesses of what my favorite tool is? No? Oh yeah, it's like 30 seconds behind, right? My hand. You know what? It's probably the most used tool. Yeah, you guys know it. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you know that the laser is my favorite tool. right now. I hate to have favorites, but somebody say CNC. Dio Forge, I know you're a big CNC guy, and you do crazy work with the CNC actually. And I wish I could get to that level, but I've not touched my Shipoko in, man, I'm not powering that thing on in probably a year and a half since I've got the laser. How long has that been? It's been a while, man, almost 2 years. And yeah, the laser is my favorite thing. I can do everything I want to do with it. I can cut just about anything. Uh, and I'll try to cut just about anything that isn't toxic. I do my research to make sure I don't do anything bad. But so much so, I think I want to get a second laser with a bigger bed so I could do bigger projects. Um, so yeah, laser is my favorite. But hands down, probably the most used tool in my shop and one of my favorites right outside the laser, probably the most practical tool, is a set of calipers. Now these, you guys can see that I've had since 2004, 6/23/2004, when I was a screw machine operator. I used to work at a machine shop. My buddy's dad owned Hog Precision in Hartsville, South Carolina, and I was a screw machine operator. We made inrods for brake cables for like planes and military vehicles, and I would take these big things of like long raw metal bars, put them inside the screw machine, and then they would, like, the dies would cut them down to a certain diameter and then cut them off, and I had to come through and measure them and make sure they were accurate. Yo, Billy Moon in the house. What's up, dude? Thank you for sharing the live on story today. Thank you very much, sir. Trevor, what's up, man? Yo, killer shot with that the headless horseman. I had to share that. It was so dope. Thank you. R&D Collective, what's going on? Thank you, thank you. But yeah, laser is my favorite, and then runner-up is going to be, I mean, you got to have, in this game, precision measurements and a set of calipers. Now, these you probably don't want to get these. These are obviously old now. They're almost 20 years old. But this also cost me $300. You can get a set of digital calipers on Amazon or wherever for like $20. Go do that, especially if you have it losing tools. Cool. What is y'all's favorite tools? I'd like to hear that, especially you builders. I got some neon butter. Proxxon is still my fave, only with the shifting land. Yeah, dude, that crappy fence that it comes with, I honestly will pull it out every once in a while, but the Shifting Lands Pro fence, yeah, that makes the Proxxon, it takes it to the next level. Then your blade. Yep. Bearded, another CNC guy. Yeah, dude, I mean, you kill it, dude. The stuff that you're doing, your boards and your billboards and your signs and all that, man, you're killing it. Come on, who else got a favorite tool? That's sick. CNC is cheating. No, it's not. It's a totally different. It's a skill. Not anybody. No, I'm sorry. Day one of a CNC, you're not going to come out. You're not going to make something like what you're making Dio Forge. You're not going to make those cool what are they called? The 3D cuts, right? You're not going to make those on the CNC day one. It's a skill you got to learn. With any tool, there is some sort of learning curve to the tool. Some are shorter, some are longer, right? And it depends on the complexity of the tool. And then you have, with a lot of these advanced tools, you have the overhead of maintenance, right? And that's something else that people don't take into account. You're not just loading the foam in, hitting start on the microwave, and then 30 seconds later, you have this diorama or whatever you're working on, good to go, whether it be a billboard, a sign, whatever, right? There is some complexity and there's some skill involved. It's not cheating, it's advanced. Go figure, go. What's up, man? I'm still new to the X tool. Yeah, I'm glad you picked those up, man. I recommended those. But I gotta say, my 3D printers and software with that. Yeah, I don't have seen anybody mention the 3D printers, but I mean, 3D printers really early on took a lot of my dioramas to the next level by allowing me to be more precise with smaller scale objects. So yeah, good call. 3D printers really have changed the game for a lot of different industries, a lot of different hobbies, and this right here is one of them. Hot wire cutter is a time saver. Agree. Plus, it smells great. No, I'm just kidding. Wear your mask. Mask up when you're cutting any of this nasty foam. It is not good for you, especially over time. Oh, yeah. I heard a lot about those lights. I'm going to have to get some of those. Yeah. Good point. This doesn't have to apply to dioramas. You're here tonight. You're in here tonight, and your hobby is, shooting. I'd love to hear what your favorite tool is, because I also like to take photos and do videography. I just don't do that as much. A Dremel and a metal wire clipper. Yeah, dude, a Dremel will get you very far, especially handheld. If you got, if you're very precise with your hands and you're accustomed using a Dremel, you can do some sick work. Small layer brush from the Citadel is the most used right now. Yeah, you've been doing a lot of figure stuff, which is dope. I'm not going to even try to pronounce the name of that light, but is it battery powered? Ooh, okay. This is multicolored spectrum. I have a couple of the what's the name? Loom Cube. And mine are RGB, but I paid way too much for them, and I barely use them. They're probably dead right now. If I look over on my shelf for lighting, they're dead. T-square. Boom. Dude, I've had this T-square since my first semester of college. That was 2004 when I was doing graphic design. My initial degree was going to be graphic design, and I've had that since then. So this is proof. These metal rulers, and that was almost 20 years ago now too, right? So yeah, they will hold up forever if you treat them right. Nice, dude. Nice. All right, let's roll into the next topic. That was a good topic. Oh, was there another one? Nothing better than a greased up, smooth, sharp blade. No lie. Like, I keep a bunch of blades for the X-Acto knife, as well as my blade cutter for foam. Keep a bunch of those around. Nothing's better than a super sharp knife. Although, admittedly, sometimes I'll get in a rush and I won't change, and so I find myself having to go slower. But if you got a clean, fresh blade and a straight edge, that's magic. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that. Someone's trolling me, knowing I can't read. All right, let's get to the next topic here. Shit, let's play a game. All right, so this is what I thought I'd do for a game. I looked around the house and couldn't find anything that had batteries, for one, and was a one-player game. So what I thought I would do is, let me put this nasty slime away, is play a drawing game. So I have my iPad, and I thought I would do a quick 3-minute drawing game where I will take a suggestion from the audience, you guys, and try to draw it in under 3 minutes. So I'll set my timer, and I try to draw what you guys asked me to draw in under 3 minutes. So start putting out some ideas. Whatever. Start putting out some ideas. I try to draw it on my iPad here. Let me get the iPad ready. Let's try to keep it down to like we'll do like a face of a I don't know, a face of somebody. Let's keep it like cartoonish, maybe like a hero or a comic book theme thing, and we'll go from there. Hold on. Sorry. Oh, dude, love it. That's probably gonna be it. Catchphrase would be cool. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. I think I see the one I'm gonna pick. Give me a second, guys. Just looking real quick. Slams dunks. All right. I don't know how well this is going to come through, so try to get this to happen. Decent. All right, here we go. So, let me find it. Let me set a timer real quick. Man, this is it cool being this quiet? Sorry, I just realized how quiet I was. I'm trying to draw. 34 seconds. All right, that's it, guys. That's it. That's all I could do. It's a shower buck. I hope that iPad is laminated. There's no way I can draw a shower buck in 3 minutes. Mike is making it rain. If you're tuning in right now, we are witnessing the creation of high school with his first NFT. Yeah. Oh, I see it now. Oh, you guys didn't see it was $1 in the shower, a shower buck. One more time. It's like Pictionary. Maybe we should have just played Pictionary here. Ah. I can draw though, guys. Here, let me show you some other stuff though. Let me show you some stuff that's maybe good. Oh, here we go. Semi good. I don't think I can draw anything in like 3 minutes though. That's somewhat frustrating. It's especially people watching. I mean, I'm no professional, but I do like to draw. Anyway, I know that was probably kind of meh for you guys, but yeah. All right, next topic. Let's move right into that. Now that I embarrassed myself with the shower buck. I lost my screen. Hold on. All right, getting right back into it. Pictionary would be fun. Yeah. Favorite artist. All right, here we go. Favorite artist of all time. I'm an impressionist guy, and I think Van Gogh is probably one of my favorite artists because of what he did, or what he does. Well, yeah, what he did. Excuse me. What he did by taking, just his style is probably why he's my favorite, because if you get up real close to it, it almost looks like a mess, but when you step back, it becomes so beautiful. Like that chaos of his brush strokes and stuff like that, and his techniques really creates this awesome picture. And I actually have a Beetlejuice picture where he's sitting in the waiting room, like has that long string number, and it's in a Van Gogh style. I remember doing my deep dive on you. Yeah, at first I was taken back by that, but I understand what you're saying now. McFarlane. Oh, sorry. I went like artist, like I guess contemporary or Renaissance, whatever. Fine artist. But yeah, Todd McFarlane, man. Yeah, he's been in everything, right? Me being a huge Venom fan, as a co-creator of Venom, and then drawing for Spider-Man, really making a dent in the toy industry, early '90s, and now what he's doing now in the toy industry. Yeah, I would agree with that one. It's a good one. Picasso, Rembrandt for me, for modern day. Yeah, Greg also. Yeah, great. Cool. Anybody else? How about favorite diorama artist? I think right now, I kind of depends on what the mood I am or like where I'm at and when I'm building, and it may change from year to year. But one of my favorite diorama artists right now, and I'm a big fan, is What the Hell. I don't know if you guys follow him on Instagram. I'll bring it up here shortly. But just his overall, like, he seems like a funny guy. I really like the way he has his shop set up. I'm a big shop snob. Like, even though my shop isn't very nice, like, I like peering in other people's shops and seeing what they're doing. And he's got like a homegrown shop. It's cool, just the overall aesthetic. And then his building is just, like, in my opinion, top notch. Like, it always looks dope. When I see his stuff, it's hard to believe a lot of that's handmade. But yeah, he's one of my favorite diorama artists. Well, I'll just bring it up here. This is not him. I haven't finished typing what I was going to type in. So Ryan here, I don't know if you guys follow him. If you're not, and you're a diorama fan, go check it out. He doesn't really work in 1/12 scale. I think some of it may fit into it, but his overall builds are just amazing. You guys will see some of his stuff. I'm going to scroll through here real quick. But from, just the build itself to how he finishes them, it's very professional. You'll see in the background some of like his style and some of his shop in some of these photos, but just really dope stuff. Interesting take and ideas on things. But as you guys can see, I mean, this stuff is highly detailed. I mean, it looks almost real. Just a dope artist, right? It seems like he does a lot of these like house ones. I guess they're custom orders. But if you take a look in his shop, look how clean everything is, like orderly. It's not how I do it. It's how I aspire to do it, but I don't do it that way, unfortunately. But look, this is almost, you can't tell this isn't real. I mean, it is real. You can touch it, but I mean, like in like our scale, like 1/1 scale. Let me go back here because I think, oh, it's not in this one. One of these, this interior, like of the where the album covers and stuff are, actually slides out, which is really cool. I think this is it here. Yeah, it slides out. I mean, how dope is that, right? Anyway, not gonna go too long on it, but really dope stuff. Go check him out. What the hell? Great artist. Go check him out. He's one of my favorite right now. All right. Lawless Studios, Oilers Workshop, 420. Yeah, definitely. Those guys are killing it. Chamba is dope too, man. He's killing it with the art. 78 points. Oh, I thought you were talking to. I didn't see him in here. 78 points. Yeah, agree. He does amazing work. What the hell is awesome. Al, yeah, he is super phenomenal. Enablers, an album cover fitting. Yes. All right, let's move on to the next subject. We're going to get back into the wheel here. Let's see what our next subject is tonight. Ooh, okay. What's next? So right after I'm done with the show, I'm going to go upstairs. I'm going to get in my bed, pull the covers over my head, and probably sleep for about 3 or 4 hours before my son walks in, wakes me up, and gets in the bed with us. I'll go back to sleep for another 3 or 4 hours, and then my little girl will run in and wake up mommy to go sleep in her bed. And then a couple hours from then, it'll be time to get up, cook breakfast, and do this all over again. No, but really, what's next? What's next for High School Creations? Me as an artist, and that's really what this topic is about. Like, what is my plans moving forward, and I'm out of focus. And I'm sure, like all of you, like we have these plans in the back of our mind we don't really share out loud, that we want to do with our hobby or something, and make it like a real time thing. Um, and since day one of building, like I have wanted to turn this hobby into something more serious, whether that be like a side hustle or a real thing, or I'm not really sure. Right? I want it to be. I don't know if I want it to be what defines me, but it kind of has. And even like at my real job, people identify me as this guy that builds stuff, right? So it's become like who I am and a part of my life. And I do want to take it to the next level. And I am somewhat confused about what that is. Is that doing this for real? Not having another job, or is it just doing it really well as a part-time thing, or not even a part-time thing, just doing it really well, the best that I can do. And I think that's what it is. No matter in what form I do it, whether it's a job or I make money from it, it's always going to be that I want to do it the best that I can do it. So the ways that I'm doing that is just keep pushing myself. So what's next, right? What am I rolling into? What's next here? So I have to close this big diorama that I'm working on, this epic city diorama that I call it, get it shipped out. But the next thing I'm working on, I hope, is going to be a big collaboration with a fellow builder. That why I hope, and this is all I can say, because I don't want to, expose too much or talk too much of it now without a lot of full detail. But take something totally incredible and be able to potentially, provide it to a lot of people. Now, if you think about it, that probably means something or doesn't mean something. But that's all I'm going to say. I just want to take it to the next level, the best that I can. And I'm going to do that, hopefully, in the next year or two. What about you guys? What's next for you guys? What's the next build? What's the next big project? I'm painting a custom Red X figure as we speak. Nice, dude. Strong Marvel, you're always putting out something. That's awesome. You got to stay with it, man, and you do it. Custom vehicles, please. Man, I wish I could do custom vehicles. I think the only way I could do it is by I actually have a bunch of Browder vehicles up top that I had the ambition to just weather really, really hard and do something with them. Excuse me. I tore them apart and never did anything. But maybe one day I'll get back into that and do it again. There's just so many people out there that do it so much better than me. Yo, Doombot 9000, what's good, man? What's good? Thank you for joining. Yes, Bearded, what's next on your list of things to do? Get a laser. There you go, my man. I'm hoping to get a new laser. I'm looking at a 3655 from Boss Laser. If you guys go check it out, 155 watt with the upgraded servos, so that thing will move so fast. We'll see. Sorry, things ran by real quick. Building a cabinet display shelf for my collection. Nice. How big? And out of what material? I'm starting to find that I can't find a display exactly what I'm looking for, and I've considered making my own display. So I would love to see what you're doing. Maybe get some tips from you. I need an indoor dio like Panchizis. Oh, outdoor. Yeah, I can't read. Outdoor. That'd be dope, dude. There's so many people that kill it. Look at Lawless, dude. He's got so many outdoor ones. They're so well done. when do you get your room done? That was like months ago, dude. McFarlane Warhammer figure and Killer Croc. Only 2 projects for me: Warhammer Dio and a Cyberpunk Alley. Nice. Have you started those? Take it to, yeah, dude. Take it to the next level. I will say, if you're gonna get a laser, instead, especially what you do, make sure you get a high-powered one, because you're gonna want something that can probably cut up to 3/4 inch. Like, I think mine will only do 1/4 inch. That's 75 watts. So just pay attention to the wattage and your cut depth, because if you want to do what you're doing now, and what it looks to be what you're doing, with the MDF and the board, you're gonna want probably a more high-powered laser. 20 diodes for the next convention, then conventions. Go figure, go trailer on the Tesla. Blowing up, dude, blowing up. Cyberpunk diorama going, may work through the winter. Got some amazing LEDs for it. Nice, dude. I'd love to see how it turns out. A DBZ Dio a couple years ago. Huh. Did you, Kev? Where'd it go? Nice. I would love to be able to do some terrain stuff. I actually did, and I'll show you guys here in a few minutes. I should have put a show and share subject in the spinny wheel, but I'll show you guys right now. Something I've been working on. You probably see in the background, actually. So I made these trees for the Epic Diorama, and I made some bases out of resin after I made the trees to make them, more stable so they don't fall over. And then I was like, what can I do to make them, more fit in? So I was like, okay, I could put some brick around them or some fencing or something like that. So I finally got to do that today, as I'm like checking things off the list of things to do. And I did some terrain building. I've actually not glued to a drying, so I don't want to sit this down. But I don't know how well you can see some of this. But so I have this kind of like brick around it, right? Like a retaining wall. And then got the glue still drying with some rocks and some little bit of grass and stuff in there. So I did some terrain stuff today. I don't know how well you can be able to see this here. But so, like I said, it's still drying. But it just doesn't look like a big brown thing, inside of a base or something. So I thought it looks cool. Still got to do some weathering and stuff. Still got some spots to clean up on the tree. But overall, I'm happy with it. I'll show you this other one real quick. Oh, these trees are so big. So just do some rocks in there, a little bit of grass, dry brushing, some dust and some pigments. Oh, the glue's coming off there. I'll have to go back and fix that. But, I mean, it came out okay. Not bad. Catching up on comments here. Just got my accessories in for the James. I have to check that out. I have not seen that diorama. Should have done in a couple weeks. Nice. Man, just finished sculpting the fire hydrant. I saw the challenge. I even liked it and like shared it, but I'm very intimidated to carve something like that completely from. I'm guessing you're doing it out of foam, or you're doing it out of some kind of sculpting media, or what? Ooh, the salt method. Actually, I saw somebody else. Mario, who was that I was like so excited they were using a salt method? It was like some big name artist that Mario put me on the other day, and immediately like I noticed he was using the salt method and got so excited. Salt method is so cool. It's so completely random, and it really does, especially salt has for 1/12 scale. Just it gives a great effect. So that's cool that others are picking that up. Yeah, Eddie. Uh, Eddie does cool stuff. Check him out, guys. Yeah, dude. Anything new you're gonna be uncomfortable with. You're not gonna be great coming out the gate, right? Just give it a shot, and then you feel your way through it, right? Man, all foam, huh? Yeah, I'm very interested to see how these come out. That's actually a true challenge, right? To sculpt something like that. Um, what's the salt method? So you can use salt as a mask for painting. So um, for the dumpsters I was doing a couple years ago, I would do a rust layer and then apply some salt. And I would take like table salt and then rock salt, like finer rock salt, and use that as a mask. And what I would do to apply it was just wet the areas where I want the mask to be, and then sprinkle the salt over it. And the salt would randomly stick to places. And then you would apply your final coat. Let's say in my case it was a green. And then once that all dries, you would rub the salt off, and you have this really cool chipping effect. And it was very authentic. I really liked using it. It is messy and time consuming though, but it's very cool. Check it out. I got a few videos on Instagram. If you dig back, I think there might be a few. Or go check out what Star Marvel's doing. I'm sure he's posting videos. But it's a very common method. It's just a mask. Oh, I don't know what's going on in the chat. I do have a video. Now that I think about it, it's probably got some kind of copyright on it because I was playing like some music while I was doing it. But it should still be out there. Hold on, let me go see. I'll bring it up. Of course, Instagram's slow tonight. Oh man, I gotta go so far back. Hold on. So this is, I think, after I painted. Yeah, you can see there where I'm scratching it off. Hopefully the music's not too loud. Sorry, guys. So these were here we go. Yeah, I think I got copyright for like a song or something, but you can reuse your salt. But all you're doing is, like I said, applying a layer of like rust coat. Applying some different variations of rust colors from dark to light with the sponge. And then you come in here. Won't let me skip ahead. You come in here, wet the areas you want to have that salt or that the rust to show through. You sprinkle the salt over those areas, let it dry. Then you come back and apply your top coat or final coat. And then once it dries, you scrape it off. But it's out there. It should be available. You guys, want it. Want to see how it's done. It's nothing great. It's not really a tutorial. It's just showing what I was doing. 2 hours. I was able to glue all the pieces and foam together to make it, not carving one solid piece. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, maybe it is on YouTube. Yeah, okay. I don't know. A layer of rust coat is Mario's. Okay, I'm done. Uh, yes, right. You could do that with latex. You could do it with anything. I think I even saw Oilers one time do it with toothpaste. It's just a mask. You can use anything for a mask, really. And I didn't make up the salt method. I got it from somewhere. I don't know where I got it. Uh, yo, Mike, what's going on? Mike, one of those that checked in on me during the hurricane. Thank you, Mike. Hope all is well. All right, let's get into the next topic here. What will it be? Future builds. Okay. I definitely want to build another cyberpunk related diorama, but I don't know when that's going to happen. That may end up being a collaboration. I'm looking up at my cyberpunk diorama. You guys can't see it. Actually, the only diorama I've ever really built for myself and kept, and I have it displayed in my shop. I think I'm going to do that more often, build for myself. But there's so many different things. I was telling you guys earlier, I'll drive down the road and want to build something. Something else I want to do is build some more downtown Charleston themed dioramas. I was able to do one back in December of last year, and I actually gave that to Ponchisi. He's got that one. But I want to do another one, very downtown themed. I get a lot of my inspiration from the older architecture downtown, so I'd love to do that. Maybe even in a smaller scale. I mentioned that earlier. I want to build, some smaller scale stuff. I think that'd be really cool. I got a whole bunch of things that I want to build. I also have some commissions from like years back that I want to actually pick up if those commissioners will allow me. And they haven't got it done yet. A cyberpunk dojo. Very interesting. I like that. You just make that up. That seems like a very cool thing. Maybe somebody should work with you to do. I'd be salty. Last Starfighter book nook. That would be dope. That last book nook you did. I think it was it for your mom? That was really cool. I really like how you did that. Would love to tackle those maybe one day as well. Ooh, that'd be cool. Yeah, yeah. I like them because like especially the ones like you did, like it seems like they go on forever in a way, but they're actually small real estate for display, which is really cool. Um, and another reason why I want to kind of build smaller, my son convinced me today to get. I don't know if you guys have seen it, the Lego set, the Taj Mahal Lego set. He's been talking about it for weeks. I don't understand why, but he wanted this Taj Mahal Lego set, and it's like a $120 or something like that. And I thought, for some reason, it's the size of the box and the price. I thought it was a big thing, but really, it's only like 8 inches by 9 inches. It's a small thing, highly detailed, but it fits perfect on shelves. And I'm like, I want to build this way. I want to build in a scale where I can, fully build a building, but then still be able to display it without it like taking up all this real estate. So another reason I want to build a little smaller. Just picked up the new V Toys Ninjas hot wire cutter time. Nice, dude. A dojo will be dope. Love to see how that turns out. A Ronin Rude Boy for season 3 Marvel. Cyberpunk Dojo for Ghost. Um, Dope. How about you guys? I know you guys. Some of you guys mentioned, you know, future dioramas. How about for you guys? Go. You got about 20 dios to get out. It looks like most of those go are being cut on the X tools. You got running dual X tools actually, right? Is that for redundancy, or are you running both in like at the same time? I did judge it by its size, and I think that's very natural for anybody to do. And especially once you thought something was bigger, and then when you got it in real life, you're going to make the statement, "I thought you were bigger or taller." A mechanic shop would be dope. I attended a garage one time. I don't know where that one is. I need a diorama platform for Java's Palace to go with my Hot Toys Boba and Throne. Oh man, you want a 1/6 scale? Yeah. Wow, you must have a lot of display space. Nice. So you're ready to go in 2023. Yes, cut on both X tools next to the sci-fi diorama that will have an interchangeable window with an aquatic and outer space slide. Damn, dude, I want to see that. Or in scale. In scale productions. Oh, I didn't see this. HO scale challenge bill would be dope. I'd be down to do that. Once I can get this epic dio done, close the books on it. That's like almost 2 years of work there. I'm gonna be getting stuff. I'm gonna be just going crazy with getting builds out. I'll be able to. I'll probably take a little time off after this one, just to officially like close it. Read the credits, and then start building again. Uh, yeah. Okay, let's roll into the next topic here. Awesome. Thanks for sharing, guys. Most used tool. I think I talked about this earlier. I mean, it's got to be the calipers, but I mean, there's so many. When you get in your own workflow, I guess, you get in the habit of using the same tools over and over again, right? When you find what works, you're going to continue to use those things and build it into your own workflow. That doesn't necessarily mean that everybody's going to use the same tool, but so like calipers, nippers. There's the leather punch idea that came from Mario for the magnets, because the 17 millimeter magnets that I use work well with that. There's the miter saw and this miter box. This came from Euler's workshop. I use this just about every build. There's a laser I use. It just goes in my workflow, right? When I start planning, and actually most of the builds I can think of right now, when I have a plan for a build, it's going to involve almost every time calipers, that miter box, the laser. I've just worked myself into a workflow where I use the same tools over and over again. And every once in a while, I do find something new, and I try to work that in as like a side thing for tests. But yeah, the 1, 2, 3 block. Yeah, I mean it's perfect. It's got 45 straight edges. It keeps you straight. Yeah. What's y'all's most common tools? Used tool. Anybody? Go. You still here? What's yours? Call you out. Mario, what's your favorite tool? Or most used tool, excuse me. The blade. I totally forgot about the T-square. YouTube? Oh, okay. Yeah. Man. So many blades used, right? Right? The X-Acto or the blade, definitely. Because not only, I guess we're talking about dioramas specifically here, but think of how many boxes you probably open up with those, right? It is probably one of the most used tools. Common has to be the knife. Yep. Hands down, metal ruler and box cutter. Yep. All right. We're all cut from the same sheet of cloth. B Barnes, what's going on? Proxon. Yeah, actually used my Proxon today, actually, to cut down some foam for some inserts. The hobby blade more than anything. Yeah. Right? It's got to be the most common tool. Most used tool. I don't even know my own subject matter here. All right, we'll call this topic done. Move on to the next one. Ooh, open something. Okay. I have a couple things. I'll let you guys pick. So today went to Target, a post-hurricane Target. Man, it's like the hurricane went through Target. There was stuff on aisles that didn't make any sense. And I found something very interesting today. You guys maybe know, maybe don't know. Back in the day, huge Marvel trading card fan. And cards are hard to find, especially at Target. Depends on when you go. But I found these today. I got two things here, but these first ones I found super surprising. Never seen these in the store. Don't know what aisle they would be on. Found these. Upper Deck Metals Marvel cards. Now, if you guys seen these in Targets normally, let me know. I don't see them in my stores. I'm very excited to open that. So maybe that's one thing we open. I got enabled from 2 weeks ago with Nose Rain and Kev to get more Pokemon cards. So I have some Pokemon cards here. And then I've been trying to save some stuff for unboxing, but I got too much to open. So I got this. I'm a Gremlins fan, although I don't collect all the Gremlins. I just can't afford to collect them all. They all look cool. But I have this accessory pack for the Gremlins. Actually comes with one of the cocoons, which is really cool. So maybe we'll open that up. It's got the little Corvette in there. And then some small gizmos. So, of those three things, guys, let me know. I'll open up all of them or one of them or whatever. Okay. I use a hobby blade more than anything. Totally agree. I'm about to use it now to open up some stuff. But yeah, the blade's got to be it. I'm where they in the card section of no, man, these were on an aisle in the kids section of toys, just like thrown behind stuff. I'm talking like this Target was so messed up, dude. There was stuff everywhere, right? I went in there looking for Charizard, the select Charizard that Kev opened up Thursday, and I thought it may be there. Ponchisi was like, "Hey, there's some Pokemon stuff there. I really like that figure." Didn't find it, but there was stuff all over the shelves. I was looking everywhere, and I ran into these. So it was completely random. I don't even know where they should have been. They're actually $40 or something. They're actually expensive. Yeah, the metals are sick. Like, I didn't care how much they were. Even though I tried to find the price, I'm like, I'm buying these. I never see them in stores. Yeah, right. I don't know. Completely random. In this store, they're on the back, like that same like couple of aisles where like NECA, Super 7, like the hobby like model stuff are. Then they have the card section. But no, these were not anywhere near there, and there wasn't even a label for them. These were just on a shelf thrown behind stuff. And I can tell you, on that same shelf, I found a couple other things too. I found the what is it? The SH Figure Arts Monster line, Monster Arts Kong in Target. Never didn't know they carried that. And then I found Naruto. I don't know. It's an SHF figure of another anime character. It's not Goku. Excuse me. I don't watch whatever it is. I didn't grow up with it, but I've never seen other SHF figures in Target, and I found these just completely like thrown in behind other things on an end cap of a shelf. So I don't know. You can get some nice inspiration from the cards. Yeah, all right. So I'm gonna open up the cards. Is that cool with you guys? Huh. I was talking about a blade, and I don't even have a blade over here. So I'm gonna open these up with some scissors. Oh, that white balance is terrible. Or is it just too bright? Hold on a second. There we go. Naruto. No, I can't say it, dude. Come on. I said Naruto. Nosferatu. That's not it, though. Naruto. Okay, I get it now. All right, so here we go. I think you get 6 packs of cards, and there's 6 in each. Sure, like to see what year these are. May contain time-sensitive redemptions. Huh. They're from this year, 2022. All right, let's do it. Let's see what cards we got. Oh, man. These are actually kind of hard to open. All right, let's see what we pull out of here. We have Mr. Bean. No, Ben Parker. Ooh, look at that Mr. Sinister. Let's get close. She-Hulk. Ooh, Craven. That's pretty cool. Oh, Silk. Look at that. Chameleon. That's a throwback chameleon there. All right, that's pack 1. Doctor Strange. Ooh, Prowler. Ooh, Agent Venom. That's a hit. Yeah, I have scissors. Mr. Negative. Flash Thompson. Ooh, Rhea Hill. Oh, I don't know who this guy is. Oh, Black Tarantula. Hawkeye. Ooh, Scorpion. Yes! Ghost Spider. That's a good pull. White Tiger. Ooh, Moon Knight. Oh. That's sick. It's a good pull. Oh. Superior Spider-Man. Wilson Fisk. Jessica Jones. Classic Hawkeye. I don't know who that is. Alapec. Don't know who that is either. All right, so that's a dud pack. If you can find them, I would get them. I mean, cards, especially Marvel cards, are hard to find these days. Miss Marvel. Ooh, Spider-Punk. What other special sets in these? I don't know. Whoa, Peter Porker. Falcon. Yeah, so like the card is foil, the background is a foil, and then up front is matte. Like the character is matte, which is cool. Oh, got a second there. Jessica Jones. Jackal. All right, last pack. Oh, got another silk. Spider. Robot spider. Thought that was Morbius, but it's Morloon. Tombstone. Doctor Strange. Oh, yes! Pulled a Venom. Hell yeah. You guys know Venom's my favorite character. That's sick. Hell yeah. Thanks, guys. Thanks for doing that with me. Get this trash out of here. That's a cool card. All right. Where's my trash can? There it is. Excellent. Let's move these out of the way for us. Yo, Oilers, what's going on? Y'all want to stop there with opening stuff, or do you want me to open up some Pokemon? Your call. We can move on to the next subject. Yo, Toy Malarkey, what's going on? What's up? How are you tonight? Yeah, Venom being the awesome one is, or last one, just totally awesome. Open. All right, I'm open. I don't know anything about Pokemon. So yeah, right? That's what I was, dude. I found this box today at Target. I never find any Marvel cards at Target. And it was like thrown in on an end cap behind some other, like, I think it was Barbies or something. And there wasn't even a space for it on the card shelf. I don't know. I was like, I gotta buy it, see what's in it. Not bought cards, like New Age cards, in so long. All right, Pokemon. Don't know anything about it, but let's open these up too. We got 6 packs here. Anybody, Kev, do you remember the special way to open these? Or are these not the ones? These are Lost Origins. Sword and Shield. Do you take... Is it 4? The 495 sets and adore them have the gold sign Rogue. Oh, excellent. That's awesome. Does anybody remember the trick with the Pokemon cards? Is it top 4 to the bottom? Oh, you don't want to see that card. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that right? This is points. This is another example of live points. So you take that very top card off. You slide 4 underneath. Is that right? We'll see if I did this right, because you should start out with the energy card. All right, energy card. All right, I think I did this right. All right, energy card here. Oh man, I don't know how to pronounce any of these names. So guys, you have to read these as I botch the names up. Loom in Lawn. Wind Up Arm. Oh, that's pretty easy. I could pronounce that one. The trainer card. Machoke. Oh, you guys can't see it. Dang. I was choking. Machoke. Spinner Arc. Litwick. Rosalia. Rock Ruff. Oh, I think these next 2 cards are good, exciting cards, right? All right, Spirit Bomb. Oh, Spirit Tomb. Ah. It's a nice shiny card. Oh, we got here. Oh, we got 2 of the same one. Interesting. Okay. Move on to the next pack. Aw. I messed this up. All right. I'll do it right next time. All right. Carblink, Gilliard, Goomy, Mawil, Clefairy, Smugma. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Charizard. Anybody? Is that a good one? Ooh, an Orbeetle. I don't know what this is. What is V-Star? Wasn't in the other pack. Huh, all right, maybe those are good pulls. Choco, I choose you. You're rich. All right, I gotta be walked back through the how to unveil these properly. So you take the top four, 1, 2, 3, 4, put it on the bottom. Nope, did it wrong again. No energy card. All right, Riley, Gloom, Gift Energy, Whirlpool, Murkrow, Rhyhorn, Horsey. I get it. Skivolit. I don't know. Misfortune Sisters. Oh, there wasn't a shot. Oh, Misfortune Sister was a shiny one. All right. Money? What do you mean? I get paid? All right, I did it right this time. Got an energy card on top. Oregon 2. Silcoon. Zora. Minfu. Horsey. Phalanx. Poliwag. Electrostrike. Ooh, what is that? Magnezone. Kind of a cool looking card. I would eat them all. All right, 2 more stacks. We can move on to other topics, diorama related. All right, did that one right. We got energy on top. We got Rose Red, Box of Disaster, Cedar. I don't know. Plant Up. Plant. I don't know. Sudowoodo, Electrostrike, Love Disc, Gilliard, Shellos, and Comfrey. Everybody liking my pronunciation of words? Mike reading Pokemon cards. What was it? Didn't know I didn't. Well, thank you. Thank you for hanging around. Me reading Pokemon cards. All right, last deck. The Fat Dump. I read that as Fat Dump. Yeah, I mean, when you gotta go, you gotta go. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, got another one of these V stars. I don't know what that means. Set that to the side. So we got a Obama Snow, Damage Pump, Sea Viper, Makuita, Phalanx, Pole Eyewag, Gil Eyarg, Gumi, Louvdisi, Spirit Dom. All right, done with cards. Damn it. All right, let me get rid of these cards, these packs. That's the most I'll ever read in front of you guys again. Any of those cards, any put in, let me know. We can make some deals, or we cannot make some deals. Apparently, these have $200 on them each. Mario said they're gift cards to Target. All right, let's move on to some diorama topics. I'm already joking. All right, back to the wheel. Inspiration. Inspiration. Yeah. Inspiration comes from a lot of different things. And to me, they could be under influencers or influence or motivation. But inspiration to build, comes a lot of times from the toys for me themselves. If I get, so I'm just thinking about some different toys. Like one of my favorite lines, and I don't collect a lot of them, but I'm a huge Aliens fan. Aliens being like, Ridley Scott, H.H. Geiger stuff. Big fan of that. And so, like, when I was building that sci-fi diorama I did a few years ago, like, all the inspiration and the drive to build that came from those toys, even though they weren't exactly like sets from those toys. So inspiration comes from the toys for me, as well as just like the architecture. I'm a huge fan of architecture, and a lot of times I just want to reproduce those things that I see in real life, and that's whether that be inspiration or motivation, that's where I get a lot of what I do is from reference material, right? Whether that be in real life or Googling something. Let's see what people are saying here. Oh, still talking about my naming. Rewind. Art in so many forms, it's just so inspirational. Yeah, right. Especially now with like Instagram and going rolling back 10 years from now, I don't think as much as this content existed out there on the internet as it does now, especially like for dioramas and stuff, right? So there's all these different facets or avenues of inspiration that get fed into me every day, whether that be YouTube or Instagram or just like real life or movies or just random things my kids are like into that I would never have thought about, right? Example, like Taj Mahal Lego set that my son wanted today. Like now I'm looking at like building at a different scale. So that inspired me to start thinking differently, just randomly. Never would have thought about that, right? So that's pretty cool. How about you guys? I want to reproduce long pause continues. Because I probably could have picked a better word than reproduce. I've done it twice. I don't need to do it again. Yeah, so I don't know, inspirations. I put it on there, but like inspiration, I confuse inspiration with like influence and motivation. Maybe I should go read some definitions and really figure out what it really means to me. But it all comes from the same pools of stuff. What do you guys find inspirational? Yeah, whatever. Yeah, the new toy. Yeah. I saw an awesome old building in Wisconsin today, and I would love to make it in a small scale. Tie frame between the Snorlax See, there we go with the words again. Yo, the figure report. What's up, Mikey? I opened up some cards a minute ago, Mike, and I pulled an awesome Moon Knight card, like a classic drawn Moon Knight card. It's cool. Thought about you when I pulled it. Yeah. So subject right now is inspiration. What inspires you? Would love to hear, even if you're not a diorama builder. Architecture, amazing channel that I watch all the time is The Proper People. All I do is explore abandoned buildings, and I can't stop watching it. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Retro Lizard in stock on Walmart if anybody is feeling lucky. There you go. Get your Retro Lizard anime. Did anybody watch the new Cyberpunk series? Was it Edge Runners on Netflix? That looked really dope. I got about 3 or 4 episodes in. I don't know how long it is, but there's some really cool inspiration that can come from that. When I draw, actually, so I also draw, not like shower bucks like I did earlier, but when I draw things. And I get a lot of influence from like stuff like Rick and Morty. I don't know if you guys watch Rick and Morty, but I love like the colors and the way they draw things and stuff. And I've kind of always drawn that way, like really kind of dark and weird, and twisted and colorful. Maybe in the future I'll show you guys some stuff that I did back in high school that I still have and have kind of remastered. But so I get a lot of inspiration from cartoons like that. Ooh, music. Yep. Films. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Reproducing films. I get inspired from various artists, seeing people in their element and expressing themselves creatively. Thanks, Mikey. Yes, Edge Runners. It's good. I like it. It's dark. That first episode is pretty bloody, but it seems good. I like it so far. Super inspired by Cyberpunk Edge Runners, learning to burn plexiglass and acrylic for the future. Oh, nice. You got to be careful burning some plexi now. Plexi can, I think, not mistaken, reduce or produce some gases when heated. So acrylic's safe. Ooh, I did see they redid Quantum Leap. The original Quantum Leap was my favorite. I know I used to watch it with my dad quite a bit. That and Star Trek. Back in the day on the Sci-Fi Channel. Oh yeah, they're on like season 3 now, right? Love, Death, and Robots. Yeah, that first season, dude, was crazy, and the way they did it, because like, obviously the episodes really don't have anything to do with each other, except in the next seasons. I think there's some like follow up. But if one person watched, like let's say season 1 all the way through, they may not have got the episodes in the same order. It was interesting how they did that. I'm not exactly sure why they did that, but people may have got a different experience based on when they watched it. When I cut acrylic with my circular saw, it always smells like poison popcorn. I hate it. Because it also, like, when I noticed when I cut it on the laser, like it creates like a white dust. And I know that's got to be bad. Respect to Scott. Yeah, I think the very first episode that I remember watching was the one with the girl where she's like controlling the big like organic fighting monsters, and that was a twist ending to me. That was crazy. There's not really an ending. Like each episode has nothing to do with the previous episode, so it's not like it's sequential. Although, like there's the 3 robots where they like are visiting Earth from the future. I think it's like Xbox 9000 or something like that. Those seem to have some um, continuity there, but other than that, the episodes and the seasons really don't go with each other. Yo, Daniel Evans, what's going on? Nope, I didn't catch PulseCon. I was working, and just didn't catch it. But I did see a lot of the stuff posted. Actually, it's all in my feeds on Instagram right now. It's just all the reveals. Everything looks cool though. Everything looks dope. I probably won't get into any of the exclusive pre-orders from them. I'm kind of out of chasing stuff. If I see it on the shelf though, I'll pick it up. Or if it's available for pre-order somewhere, I'll pick it up. All right, let's move into the next topic here. We'll go back to our wheel. All right, references. So yeah. Oh, were y'all able to see that? I just realized you probably didn't see that. But the subject is references. So, huge fan of reference material. I said it earlier, like if I see something I like architecturally or driving on the road, like I'll stop. I'm not going to take pictures while I'm driving unless I'm already stopped at a light. But I'll capture that in photo form, then go back with like Google Maps and try to get it from different angles. But I'm a huge fan of trying to reproduce something in a realistic form. So, whether that be through videos or, some kind of documentary. I've looked at documentaries for builds before. When I was doing the X Mansion 2 years ago, Hatley Castle, like I looked at some documentaries for that to get an idea of size and scale and just like different textures and stuff like that. Not just using pictures and what was on YouTube. So big fan of reference material. You can find it just about anywhere now, and you don't have to be in the same city with something you want to build, right? Because you can use Google Maps, drop yourself on a street, and see it from different angles. You might not be able to, shift the light and stuff like that to remove shadows and stuff, but you can get pretty close to getting a good reference for whatever you want to build. Also, when I build, I try to do something in some sort of 3D form using something like Tinkercad to just put my, the larger objects, so I have some sort of reference to, how big a street may be or how big an alley may want to be compared to the buildings that I'm building. And a great example of that is this Epic City diorama. I was showing Mario this, I think, the other day. Like I built that in Tinkercad just to get the larger pieces together, so I knew at least from a starting point where things would line up. Obviously, I didn't stick to that. I changed it a little bit, but yeah. How about you guys? References? Oh, sliders, dude. I kind of switching the subject on me, but yeah, sliders was great. I understand the reference, Captain America. Prime One Studios, premium formats. Yeah, you're all about the statues. I wish I could get into statues. I mean, I have a few statues. I don't think I have any Marvel statues. I have some DBZ statues, just the cheaper statues. But I guess most of the time I end up posing my highly articulated figures in one pose. It might as well be statues. Another one I used when I did the Deuces Wild from oh man, I'm blinking all over the place right now. When I did the Deuces Wild, I had to use a lot of reference material, especially like if you're gonna reproduce something from a film. I mean, you got to go after everything you can do. So like I printed stuff out in color, black and white, and I kept them on the table when I was building, just so I always had that reference. And then I also went through and I measured everything, and then did all my calculations, and then used my calipers to make sure everything was as best as I could, in scale, not in scale, but sized in scale as appropriate as I could do. Ooh, Pinterest. Yeah, I have noticed that when Pinterest has just about everything. I don't have an account, so I can't really ever see what is being suggested on searches. But yeah, I don't know how much more I can talk about reference. You know, pretty much anything that you want to build that you can either find a physical copy, maybe in a different scale, or find like 2D form, like either on the internet or print something out. And that's going to really be, or even like I said, a film or a documentary or something on a building or something you may be building. Anybody got any other takes on that? Um, cool. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a short 2-minute break, guys, and I'll be right back. Oh, okay. Wasn't really 2 minutes, but I'm back. All right. Reference. Was there any other? I've had. Okay, we're gonna move on. Let me reshare my screen so you guys can see here. All right, we're getting down. Topics are almost gone. We're down to the last 3 topics. New techniques. Okay, this one's interesting. Let me think about that one. New techniques. So I guess some of the terrain stuff I did today is new. Although I've done it some in the past. It really is new. And it's not really a technique per se, but doing a tree this way with some sort of edging around it with some, I don't know what you want to call this, foliage and rooting and grass and stuff. That's new. And that's just using like scenic glue and sprinkling in some rocks and some sand. And then these are actually leftover, right? So just using scraps. This is leftover brick from a project that I had. I still need to go through and weather it and stuff like that. But that's the newest thing I can think of. Oh, actually, there's something else too. There's this great glue. I don't have it with me. It's for making windows. It's for smaller stuff, but I started using it for my window inserts. So I'll print windows out, and then I'll cut acrylic, and then I'll insert these. And what I was doing for a long time is like, quick dry glue or some glues that just take long to dry. And what I found was this clear glue, and just running a bead around the edge on the inside, and then it dries clear, and it's secure and it looks great. You don't even see the lines, you don't see the glue. So that's not a technique, but that's something new I started doing with this glue that I found just walking through Hobby Lobby. It's like a clear part. It's glue, but it's got almost like a once it dries, it's like a hard gel. If you have a Dremel, print something and trace it over it with a Dremel. Oh yeah, you meant like print on paper, kind of like a trace. Okay, that's cool. I use foam safe super glue for the first time. I like it. Oh, Someone was telling me about there's some foam safe stuff. Never used it though. Maybe it was Mario that was telling me about it. Yeah, I was reading or I saw somewhere that there was some foam safe. Is it still CA glue? I mean, it's super glue, right? But obviously, it can't be the same mixture of stuff. Well, I'll run over there and grab that glue and just show you guys real quick. So here's the first one. This is from Testers. This is the one I really started using recently. It's a window maker glue. And like I said, let's run a bead once I insert the window. Like these windows are so precise, like they fit right in, right? And they'd probably stay with some friction, but then if you poked them, they would come out. But with that bead of glue, it just holds it in there, and then you don't see the glue at all. So this is a really cool glue. Testers glue. It may be backwards, but it is a clear part cement and window maker. I think you can find that at Hobby Lobby. There's also a clear Gorilla Glue. This takes a little longer to set up. Like this probably sets in 30 minutes. You probably want to let it dry for longer than that, maybe up to 24 before you start moving around. This takes a while to set, but this stuff is still clear. It's still good. It's like a gel, nice and thick. I use Foam Safe Super Glue today. Also for the first time, Gorilla Glue. It's dope, but use a tiny bit. A glob will eat the foam a little. So even though it's phone safe, if you put too much, it'll still eat it. Great tip there. Hey Kev, thanks for thanks for stopping by, dude. Always a pleasure to have you. Thanks for coming through. Enjoy your time. All right. So let's move into the last topic of the night, and then I can get out of here. You guys can get out of here, get back to creating or whatever you guys are doing on a Saturday night. But let's get into this last topic here. Oh, we have two more. So motivation. What motivates me? Honestly, it's the drive to keep progressing at the hobby. Like I said before, I'm aiming to, get realistic and get even better at making realistic looking dioramas. And that motivates me, right? I do want to be, whenever I do something, right? I want to be the best that I can do, right? Not the best of everybody, but the best that I can do, and just keep taking it to the next level, right? So that motivates me to just continue to learn, right, from others, and just keep doing the best that I can do. And that's a huge motivator for me, is just to keep going, right? To keep building, with that next project. I'm always motivated to do better than I did the last time. So, how about you guys? Motivation? What motivates you? Is it likes on Instagram? Is it number of views on your reels? Is it, selling dioramas, or do you not sell your dioramas? I'll wait for an answer. I want to see what other people's motivations are. Nobody? Oh, I don't even look at my views anymore. That's not a motivation. Just making cool shit motivates me. Right. I like that a lot. Cause like I'm all over the place when I build. Like even like when I'm building something big, like I have side builds. Like I'll either go build a new display case for my favorite custom heads, or I'm over here making like an arc reactor. I love building, and that's my biggest motivation. I would say drive to create, making people happy. There you go. Yeah, I've been told, I'm too generous, and I just like sharing my work, right? And some people may find that wrong or off-putting, but I just like sharing my work, and a lot of times I will just send my stuff out to people just so they have it, right? Oh yeah, yeah, that is cool. When you see something like in the background of your photos, I can't get motivated. I simply take advantage of it when it appears. Ooh, that's a topic. Yeah, that could be rough, right? And sometimes, no, it's not sometimes. It is very cyclical. Like I get in these very motivated, creative phases, and then shortly after a high goes low. Then creativity, and motivation, right? So I've been there. I understand it, and try to figure out how I get it back, right? And sometimes that's where the influence and inspiration comes from, because I'll find all these different, streams of getting back motivated, whether it's through movies or comics or finding a new toy, right? Um, my motivation all over the place. Most of it comes when I get a figure and thinking about those scenes. Yeah, yeah. No, I feel that. Cool. Thanks guys. Thanks for the input. I just like seeing what you guys are thinking, especially other creators. Let's get back into this last topic here. I think this one actually is going to come from you guys. Yeah, so random topic from the live chat. So anything you guys want to talk about that we've not talked about when it comes to dioramas or artists or techniques or tools, let's talk about it. This is the chance. We'll probably spend, I don't know, another 10 minutes on it, and then we'll start saying our goodbyes and get out of here. What's the motive? Why would I say? Photo challenge always helps me motivate. Yeah, like I don't know if anybody's participated in October yet, but that's definitely a motivation. Like I haven't had the opportunity to take a lot of photos, and I feel like every year since 2019, I think I've taken at least one photo. So I want to keep that going. I want to participate year 4 as well. So hopefully pull some stuff together and get a photo or two out. When are the enablers coming back to Toronto? We need to have another soju night. Agree. I don't know when that'll be, but I'd be down. I'd be down. Picked up the Spider-Man mobile kids toy. Looking at it, I want to repaint it. Yeah, I saw it today actually. It's like the buggy, right? Is that what it is? I looked at buying it. I didn't. It was like $28, but I was like, oh man, this would be cool. Toy Rensu, be down for some soju night. What would you tell your past self from 3 to 5 years ago about the diorama craft? Huh. That's deep. I don't know, because I honestly think like it's one of those things like anytime you're building up a skill, right? You got to the experience is what makes the artist, right? I don't know if I would change anything. Maybe I would. I probably wouldn't go the commission lane. I wish like there was, especially like 2020, 2021. I wish I took more time to build for myself versus all the commissions that I had, because I got burnt out, and I think that was 2020. I got burnt out, and it was demotivating. So I probably wouldn't have ever done small commissions. Maybe. Of course, I would love to advance some skills quicker and maybe be further along than I am today. But then again, how would that change me 3 to 5 years from now? So I don't know if I would change anything. I think I'm where I am. That's where I'm supposed to be. Uh, the whole like butterfly phenomenon bugs me. So I don't know if I would ever change anything. I think things happen the way they happen. No changing it. It comes apart very easy. Oh, the buggy? Yeah. I forget his name, but he was on 30 and Go not too long ago from the Hasbro team. He painted one up, I think. I would say keep going. Don't be afraid. Boom. Yeah, I'm really hoping 3 to 5 years from now, if I could ask that question, it would have been like, hey, you should have done this more sooner, and I don't know what this is, but I'm hoping there'll be something that I've done that I should have did the leap much sooner. We'll see. As of right now, that's not a thing, but maybe 3 to 5 years from now there is. And there I am, burnt out. Yeah, I mean that happens, especially like I talked about this I think last week. Forget the year, but I made like 15 to 20 like corner dioramas, and after you build the same diorama so many times, you just get burnt out. And when you're on a schedule, it becomes unfun. And that's why when I was saying this earlier, I don't know if I want to do this professionally or not. I play around with the idea, but I know of all those things, what I really want to do is do it as best as I can. And I think that's the biggest thing. Bearded. It's thinking over there. What are you thinking about, Bearded? All right, guys. Anything else you guys want to talk about? Well, what I'll start doing is I'll start rolling out. I'll start plugging myself a little bit, and then we'll start saying goodbyes. If any topics roll in, we'll talk about them before I head out. But how was your day, sir? My day was good. We had that Hurricane Ian roll through yesterday. It was kind of a rainy, windy day. Today was a much better day. The day after a hurricane is always very nice. Like it sucked everything up with it. So there was no clouds in the sky. It was a nice warm day. So we did some shopping, hung around the house, built some Legos. I got to build on some dioramas. So it was a great Saturday. What cons are you hoping to go to next year? Well, There is San Diego Comic-Con that I'm hoping to go there with the enablers. Outside of that, probably some local cons. I know Captain's Comics does one at the Shriners over in Mount Pleasant every year. We'll go to that. Excuse me, go to that. But I think the biggest one is San Diego. All right, guys. Well, so I'm gonna start plugging some stuff. You guys know that I'm a huge participator. I try to participate a lot over on Instagram. So I try to go out and like everybody's work and promote their work if I can, especially if I like it a lot. So I'm very active on Instagram. If you guys want to connect over there or talk more about dioramas, hit me up over there in the DMs. We'll talk about it. Like I said, I try to be active. That's probably where I'm most active. So if you guys, again, want to connect with me, hit me up over on Instagram. Here on YouTube, I haven't been doing a lot of lives, but or even some, a lot of content. But here lately, I'm feeling in the mood. So hopefully, I can keep doing some live streams. As I said last week, I don't know, Saturdays around this time, 9 o'clock is really going to be, my time slot. But we'll figure that out, and I'll definitely let you guys know. As far as like routine content, I'm probably actually going to start splitting some stuff off. I reached out to a few folks about revamping my YouTube channel, and the suggestion was split things off into separate channels, like toy reviews or Lego reviews. Really make high school creations about the dioramas. So going to be doing that. So going to move some of the toy stuff off, move some of the Lego stuff off. Still love doing that stuff, but you'll see a couple different channels from me in the future, just to make high school creations for dioramas more appealing, apparently. And then there is the work I'm doing over on Patreon. I appreciate everybody that's supporting me over on Patreon. There I'm got a bunch of behind the scenes stuff I try to do, have Etsy discounts, and then on top of that, I have an archive of all the digital files that I work with, whether that's 3D printing or digital cuts. That is available to you after the first 30 days through a shared link that I'll provide you. And I spell all that out because some people have been very confused on how that is provided. I have to do it that way because in the past, some people have taken all those without ever making it the first 30 days. And what that means is they got all that for free, basically. So I do apologize about that, but that's lesson learned on Patreon. So all that's offered over on Patreon. If you guys want to check that out, that is available to you. All members have access to all those 3D files, plus a new file every month. This month will be a gas meter. Here are a few painted up. This month being October, it'll be available today. Should already be available out there to current members. Of course, these are the gas meters painted up, a little weathered. I have a rusty one here as well. And I'll show you guys from the top. You can link these together really nicely and get like this huge, or not huge, but like a different effect here, which is really cool. You can link there. And you get like a couple of those together. So that's this month's. Next month's, the members have the opportunity to vote on what they want to see. Next month's going to be a fire hydrant. And then we'll have the poll for, that'll be November. The poll for December up the first week of November, and then it'll be something diorama related, whether it's a security camera, a trash can, I don't know. You guys, there'll be a list of things you guys pick. I'll make it happen. Again, every month there'll be a free thing, a free new digital file available to you through that membership. And that's it, guys. That's all I got. Hopefully I'll see you guys back here next Saturday, maybe. We'll see. Actually, you won't. So I'm going to take off for a week. I'm actually going to go down to Florida, where Ian just rolled through, going down to Disney. I'm celebrating my 12th year anniversary with my wife on the 10th of October. So we'll be down in Florida all next week, or the week after. starting Saturday, playing around Disney. So hopefully Ian didn't tear it up too much around there. Yeah, and so that's it, guys. I appreciate everybody coming through, hanging out with me this Saturday night, talking about dioramas. I'll try to get more specific. If you guys want to see anything specific in what I do, let me know. But I'll try to pull out maybe a specific tool, run through how I do something, whether that be, how I cut, texture, or paint. Let me know. I'll do that on a live. If that's something you guys are interested in. It always seemed like lives, doing it that way, maybe kind of boring, but if it's not, if it's something you guys want to see, let me know. I'll do it on a live. But yeah, that's all I got, guys. So I hope you all have a great Saturday, have a great weekend, and I won't catch you next week, but I should catch you the following week on Toying Around, unboxing Thursdays with the Enabler. I think it's the 13th or 14th, so I'll see you guys there. And then there will be something new on this channel at the end of October. So looking forward to telling you guys more about that in the coming weeks. But until then, guys, have a great week, and I'll catch you later. Bye.